All right, we have a Plat to Widow Cass / Tracer. Now, if you want coaching yourself, feel free to join the Discord, although currently I'm not accepting codes until tomorrow at 2 p.m. just because that's when the new season comes out, and if I accept codes any more sooner, I'm not going to be able to get to them in time. As well as make sure to like and subscribe. As well as check out Zuxi. All right. So what you can do with Widow is you're kind of sitting here not really gaining like enough value, and in result your Baptiste ended up dying. What you overall can do is you can kind of like start sneaking right around here, and like you can see if you can get a cheeky pick right there. Or even what you can do is, since this is Plat 2, you can kind of start shooting at the tank a little bit, force him to like kind of back up, and then that can enable you to like start walking right around here. Just overall kind of sitting back, not really getting any picks, kind of got your Baptiste killed, as well as you don't always have to hit headshots. And on top of that, if Sigma always has a shield up, you can just keep shooting his shield too. That's value. It's headshot though. Nice double headshot. Nice. A bit risky trying to like bounce on this a little bit, and the reason why I say that is because if you slide over this way, there's like probably a good chance that you might get murked. But I mean, if you can discipline yourself and somehow figure out how to exactly do that, then nice work. Overall, so far, not bad. Not bad from what I see. Yeah, what you can do overall is just like kind of just start like looking for a little bit more picks, like what you're doing right now. This is perfectly fine with Widow. That I wouldn't recommend at all, though. You got to kind of keep your distance. Being pushed all the way over here, all Zarya has to do is look at you, walk on you, and you die. Yeah, once again, not gonna recommend kind of pushing up way too far like that. It's gonna get you killed. Overall, probably your best bet is kind of just like to position around your team a little bit, just so your team can kind of peel for you if you're going to be playing Widow through Sombra. Because I mean, Sombra's annoying. I think all Widow players agree on that. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you're going to be playing Widow against Sombra, just be ready to get peeled for, unless if you think you can possibly get like a shot off, as well as use your Venom Mine to kind of catch her off guard. Yep, just like that. You see the difference from like kind of positioning where your team can see you, and then positioning from where like your team can't see you, like right over there. Your team's able to peel for you a little bit more, and Sombra trying to hack you technically becomes useless. What is going on with your legs? Okay, interesting. I can definitely tell you are an aim warrior. The aim cannot help bad positioning. So, oh, what did I do? I think I pressed LT. Okay, my bad. I have a habit of I gotta like flip. One sec. I'm gonna actually flip my LT down so I don't press it as fast. All right, there we go. All right, so once again, kind of try to like position yourself right around with your team when you know they have a Sombra, because you're gonna get dove. Now, not every time is your team gonna be able to peel for you when you're getting attacked by a Sombra, and usually that's right around the time that you're gonna be wanting to like look for a swap if your supports can't really peel for you, and you're kind of like sitting like semi near them where they can peel for you in a way. But yeah, once again, your instant Q should have been to drop right here and say that you need healing. Because not really saying healing or saying that you don't need healing right there is just going to get you killed, unfortunately. And that one-on-one trade I honestly would say it's more worth it for the Sombra than for you.
Your end is within my reach.
The plot thickens.
And we're making progress.
Okay. Yeah, not really a lot you can do about that. Kind of just respawning. Sombra comes in, kills you, and then that gives your Sombra a little bit of like free range to kind of just do whatever she wants. But overall, what you're doing right now, I think you're like typing or something like that. It's nobody's fault. I mean, honestly, the only person's fault that is probably yours. And like, as unfortunate as it is, I mean, it's like hardly your fault. There's not a lot you can do when they swap Sombra and they constantly hack you, and you're trying to like get out of spawn. Even you're just gonna have to try to somehow win the 1v1 if you're gonna try to keep forcing out Widow like that.
Understood.
Yeah, once again, kind of like consider where you're positioning away from your team. Okay, good. I was gonna say, if you walk up here, kind of solos yourself off or away from your team, and when you solo yourself off away from your team, it kind of puts you in like a little bit of a killable spot. I can definitely tell you have really good aim. Yeah. Right there was your support set. Where's your Baptiste set? Okay, Baptiste was low, and I think your Juno's kind of way off. Just be mainly just try to be aware of where your supports are. I mean, if your Juno was like far off right there, which I believe she might have been, then it's not really. Then like you're kind of gonna get killed right there. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Be aware of your supports, so your supports can kind of like feel for you if you get dove. Just make sure like your supports are going to be able to notice and then like say you need healing while you try and shoot at them. All right, for Tracer. Yeah, for Tracer overall, just like kind of do like a little bit of distracting. I'd go like right up here, kind of shoot at them a little bit. Just be wary that there might be a Sombra looking for you. Yeah, exactly what you're doing right now. Just be wary of where Sombra is, and then just keep looking for damage, keep looking for distraction, keep looking for that moment that you also can go in and just like absolutely like try to one clip punch and then recall, or maybe even get like another clip off before you recall if you think that you're safe enough to. Ronaldo. Yeah, like right there. You stay right over in this area right here. You're going to give enough distraction for your whole team to kind of just like start walking up here, and that's going to make them freak out. But backing up like this kind of takes you out of the fight, and it kind of de-escalates the amount of value that you had, because you had like great amount of value just by shooting at them through this room. Just make sure you don't die or don't get headshot by the Ash. But if you kept shooting at them from there, I bet they like 1000% would be hardly like even focused on the Rhine, or they'd either start focusing on the Rhine, and then that would add like a lot of panic, and they'd all probably drop at that point if they're smart. And if they end up all dropping, that just gives your whole entire team free reign of high ground. And then on top of that, you could probably rotate like maybe even right around here, keep distracting a little bit, maybe even dive Diana. Yeah, once again, you sat back over here again, and you see what happens. Look, Moira drops. Go and grab a Mega. There's a chance you probably not gonna survive that. Nice though. Unfortunately, kind of taking the 1v1. Your Reinhardt died. Would I kind of blame that on you? No. I'm not really gonna hold you too much against that.
Back in the fight. You can't hide. You're a real lifesaver. Smoke them out of there.
You have my thanks.
Keep the payload moving.
Okay.
Thought of you.
really a whole lot to talk about right now. So kind of like, honestly, you could probably rotate like right even around here, or what you could do is play like a little bit more aggressive and kind of like try to TP like right over here. And because you know you have your recall, so you can play a little bit more aggressive, and you can kind of start shooting at them from here. Because if you shoot at them all like from here, just be aware you have Sombra once again, and it'll just allow your team to be like kind of more enabled, and they'll be able to walk in. And if they just don't focus on you, that gives you free reign to kind of like try to dive one of your the DPS or the two supports right here, preferably just the Ana and the Ashe right there, and it'll kind of like force out a lot of like cooldowns if they don't pay attention to you, if you're kind of like shooting at them from over here. If they do pay attention to you, kind of just like you can maybe even rotate into here, rotate like right over here, kind of just like try to play cover. They come and get, or if they do get you low, or if you are about to die, you recall and then maybe try to like back out like out this way. But by then, like if they're like doing everything they can to kill you over here, that just gives your team free reign to crunch down on them.
Let them out.
60 seconds remaining.
I do like the contest on the Ana right there. As well as though going in without recall like that, very risky. You're gonna want to play like a little bit more safe right there. I did like the attempt on trying to kill the Ana. I did like it, but unfortunately you kind of missed most of your shots after that first clip. As well as if you're typing, don't type. It just makes you and your teammates more angry, and when you and your teammates are more angry, it just sets you up for failure.
30 seconds remaining.
Payload stopped. All hands on deck. Quickly now. Time's running out. Did you see that shot, everyone?
See, once again, not really paying attention, got your Juno killed.
Who's on fire?
All right, now you've kind of evened the odds a little bit. You have a Kiri, so Kiri is a main healer, so she can kind of more than likely sustain all three of you guys, especially if you're not really making her focus on you, as well as may have an ice block. Kind of adds a little bit of value to getting that pick on that Sombra. So all you have to do is, honestly, what you can do is just go back here and just keep shooting at the Ana. Maybe even try to get the Moira focused on you as well. Because if you can get both of them focused on you right there, I can guarantee you they're going to be hard focusing on you, because it is Plat 2. They're going to hard focus on you, and the longer they're hard focused on you, the more health this Zarya is going to go down, and sooner or later she's going to be confused why she didn't get healing. And the reason why she didn't get healing is because the Tracer is being a menace in the background. Just like that, perfect. Now go for the Moira. Nice. Target priority is good. Alt was a little bit questionable. So yeah, I guess that's just an unfortunate situation that I'm not really gonna blame you for, to be honest. Like, you went in, you got the pick on the Ana right there. You were distracting just enough to like get enough value out, but unfortunately, I mean, your team lost both times. Not a lot you can do about that. I guess maybe just try to like kind of just distract who is mainly focusing on. But overall though, sometimes there's certain cases where like
I'm here.
it's a little unwinnable in the situation that you got in. But overall, maybe there could have been something that you could have done different. But unfortunately though, your team kind of crumbled once again.
Get those spurs kicking. Our enemies approach. Take everything from.
But once again, even if there isn't something you can do for the last two fights, just remember there's always something that you could have done earlier on to not get you put in that situation. All right, not really a whole lot to talk about. make sure you're just using like cover. You've been using cover, just make sure you're kind of like using it a little bit more. You can't, are kind of like putting yourself in a little bit of an open spot. As well as they're walking on point right here.
I'm really feeling the heat. What is new? Learn that one from you. My ultimate is almost ready.
All right, nice.
Fire is charging.
No. Uh-uh.
Oh well.
Thank you.
Not really a whole lot to talk about right here. Kind of pushing up like that though, a little too risky, especially when you can definitely see that they do have an Ana. Ana hits a fat anti right there. That's just gonna make Juno's ult basically deemed useless, besides for the damage wise, and good chance that you can die. Just remember, kind of walking out in the open like this in the middle, don't really do. Keep trying to use cover.
Lost away.
Sorry about that. Yeah, as well as where you're positioned right here. I can 1000% tell this is probably the reason why you are in Plat 2. Because, I mean, overall, target priority, not bad. Your positioning can use a little bit more work on. But, I mean, for Plat 2, it's right around, I'd say, right there. As well as just aim. Your aim is good. You have good aim. I think you know that you have good aim. But overall, kind of like these situations right here, I feel like this is probably the reason why you are in Plat 2, is because, I mean, you kind of you're kind of like doing stuff on your own. You're kind of overextending, and from what I've learned in Overwatch, is a good way to carry on DPS is to not overextend after a play. As well as, look what you're doing right now, kind of overextending, gives the Hanzo free reign, as well as all 3 of the players right over here. Oh, 4 players. They're just gonna crunch down on you, and then guess whose fault that is? It's your fault, no one else's, because you overextended. Yeah, dude, you have pretty good game sense. You understand how to play the heroes that you're playing. Maybe your Widow needs to work on like a little bit when it comes to Venom Mine. You don't really use Venom Mine at all.
Maybe a
I'm just as guilty on that. Sometimes I won't use Venom Mine like for certain games.
My ultimate's ready.
But that's why they call me the 14 and 14 Widow. I'm just kidding. I might as well tell you guys about that joke. So I played Widow for like 20 games one season, and like every single game I went neutral, but a Widow was like so oppressive at that time. And I had like a 98% win rate. It was like, it was ridiculous. That's why I call myself the God 14 and 14 Widow. I'm obviously last season I did way better than going neutral on Widow, but yeah, that's just a little bit of a story. Nice play. Nice play. Nice recap there. A little bit risky, kind of like rolling in and getting the ult off. Honestly, overall, I mean, if you're gonna go for the retouch like your team did right there, that was nice. Just realize if you get into diamonds or like any other like a little bit of a higher rank, they're probably going to target you first, because like I think a few of them were more focused on the ram than you, and that's why the ram died instead of you. Just realize that like there's a good chance that the if you're in diamond, they're probably going to dive you, and there's just a chance that you might die before you might die before you get your ult off right there. Overall though, that was a nice play. Not a bad play at all.
Огонь по готовности. Валим выдох.
Got us outnumbered. Keep that in mind.
30 seconds remaining. Loss.
Unfortunately, though, it kind of took you a little bit too long right there to get a pick. I mean, overall, what else could you have done there? Probably position like a little bit in a different spot. Maybe as soon as you saw the Torb, that could have been your cue to like kind of rotate back around. All right, we're gonna speed boost right here,
Stop the payload.
as well as either get off your phone or stop typing. When you type, it just, I can guarantee you, typing just makes your team do worse. And when you type, you're out of the fight for that extra 3 seconds. And what do you know? Maybe that extra 3 seconds. Maybe that extra 3 seconds is going to cost you.
You are safe with me. Take everything from them. No time to waste.
All right, we're gonna go back to Tracer right here.
Its destination.
I mean, your best bet, kind of like try to position yourself like right over here. For now, see if you can get like a little bit of distraction out. Even see if you can kind of like distract the Hanzo. It's a bit risky by shooting at the Hanzo, but getting the Hanzo to look at you and just being able to like overall just not be able to get hit by most of his shots, which is going to be hard to do. But overall, it could add a lot more value, as well as kind of distracting the Ana and the Moira right there as well. You can just walk around Zed right there. Yeah. Unfortunately though, looks like team fight is over. Okay. So all right. So unfortunately, my OBS Studios crashed right there. So that's a bit awesome. Let's go back. All right. So what do you need to overall work on when it comes to just overall playing? So I've noticed you overextend quite a bit. Now, overall target priority is not bad. Your aim is not bad, as well as your positioning is also another factor on why you can't rank up. So overall, you have pretty good potential to climb through the ranks. I'm not even gonna lie. Your aim is good, and your target priority was pretty decent. It's just your positioning kind of out of position a few times, kind of like overextending a little bit. Try not to like mad overextend, as well as with Tracer. I feel like you're kind of like, especially after I saw like that recall and then you went back in again, play a little bit more safe when you don't have recall Tracer, and then play a little bit more aggressive when you do have recall. Position, I mean, natural cover, not bad once again, but overall you just got to be focusing on all of that. So yeah, anyway, like just focus on not overextending, because I feel like you're kind of like trying to make too many plays in a way, and that's good to make plays, but I feel like you're kind of risking everything to just make those plays. So just overall focus on what like you're overall doing. I mean, you have potential, you have really good potential to rank up. Like I've never seen a platinum like kind of have that good of aim, as well as like pop off and make plays like that. But overall, you're trying to make too many plays that are costing you too much, is from what I believe in other games. Now, was this game overall just winnable? I mean, it'd be a bit difficult to win, but there's always something that you can do differently. This game was a tough game, but most games aren't going to be like this, where you have to like 100% do everything, or you have to feel like you're 100% doing everything, as well as typing. Stop typing. Get off your phone if you're on your phone, but stop typing to your teammates. Stop talking trash to your teammates. It's only going to cause more issues overall, and it's only just going to like cause your team to do worse. So what could have been a one game, because you were doing good, but the second you started getting mad, the second you started getting heated, and the second overall you started, I'm assuming, talking trash to your team, or if your team is talking trash and you're talking back, it just makes your team do worse overall. because they're more distracted on just what's going on in chat than they're focused on the game, and it's kind of gonna allow them to like feed more. It's just a mental thing right there. I can guarantee you'll win a lot more games if you don't type and you don't talk trash back. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that you did, but just keep that in mind. As well as, I mean, overall, dude, like, you show massive potential of ranking up. You show massive potential. You just got to stop overextending, and you got to kind of position yourself a little bit more safely at times. I mean, yeah, overall, I hope this video helped you out, kind of opened up your eyes a little bit. And anyway, I'll see you later.